In today's video, I will be sharing the performance of the Philippine Stock Exchange this week and also the highlight of the day's trading. Starting today and in the upcoming videos, I will be sharing stock investing tips and investing in general that can help investors in their investing journey. Maybe you've heard people say that dividend stock investing is boring. You know what? Boring strategies have one massive advantage. They can survive whatever the situation might be. You don't need to be right in all the time. You don't need perfect timing. You just need to stay invested. Dividend investors are not constantly tempted to trade, panic, or gamble because there's nothing exciting to react to. The income creates psychological discipline. When the market falls, dividend investors don't ask, should I sell? Instead, they ask, can I buy more while it's cheaper? Dividend investing doesn't make topic during parties and gathering with friends. It won't impress strangers on the internet. Boring is durable. Boring is what builds wealth when no one is watching. And in investing, the real thing isn't exciting because feelings come and go. It's cash that flows. Going back to the stock market, except for today, overall the stock market is down due to disappointing economic growth. Fourth quarter GDP growth slows at a faster than expected pace of 3%. Now, as I mentioned, I'll be giving to you today's investing tip. I'll be talking about this tip. Do not time the market. What does that mean? It means accepting a simple truth. No one, even beginner or veteran, can consistently predict the perfect moment to buy or sell. I used to time the market way back 2008 to 2009, but I failed. I failed hard. I learned my lesson, but out of frustration, I moved to another strategy, quote and unquote. I chase dividends. Now this is kind of funny because I buy stocks before the dividend release date, then sell immediately after the release date. And then I wait for the money to be deposited on my account. Again, I was wrong because I was not counting the fees and the taxes attached to the selling and buying. And based on my observation, the day and the days after the release of the dividend, the price of that stock would go down. Now this is the thing. The market doesn't reward those who wait for clarity. It rewards those who participate. For new investors, you don't need to be intelligent, fast, or good at research. Just be consistent. While for older investors, it's a reminder that patience beats being correct all the time. Time in the market allows compounding to work through good times, bad times, downturns, and uptrends. Timing the market means you must be right when you get out and when you get back, in which it is impossible to happen. Staying invested requires trust that over time progress wins. Now let's move on and check the market. We closed the week with a positive performance, and it shocked me actually. This morning, the stock market was down, but at the closing time, it went really good and it's really high. Traders are happy to spend their weekend tomorrow. Today, the Philippine Stock Exchange is up by 1.7%. This is driven by the financials, namely BDO, which is up by 1.5%, BPI is up by 11%, and Metrobank is up by 2%. The total trade value today is a big 13 billion pesos. This is huge. The movers, as expected, are ICT, though RCR's trade value is higher by 500 million. RCR is still on the red because of the result of the block sale made by RLC. Now let's try to look at the chart of the Philippine Stock Exchange. If you will look at the week, it's really down. But thankfully, today the market is up and it's really gone so high. So we have kind of recovered a little bit for the week. Yesterday there was a huge selling spree. I think this was still the result of RCR's 7 billion block sale. And as a result, there was a downward pressure on the stock's price. But this is for short term only, especially if the sale is perceived to increase the supply. Block sales are frequently executed at a discount to the current market price. Hence, it may set a new lower reference price for the stock. Now I'll show you this slide, which is the gold. Now if you will notice this morning and today, gold is down because as I mentioned earlier in my videos, when the stock market is up, gold prices is down. But if you will look at this chart, since 2025, the price of gold is really going and soaring up, except for today that it went down. But still, prices of gold is still high, and I think it's still going up in the next few weeks or next few months. Now I'll move on to the third part of my presentation today, which is studying and looking at this company, a conglomerate owned by Lucio Tan, which is the LT Group of Companies. LT Group of Companies was formerly Tanduay Holdings. It has a market capitalization of 168 billion and it is ranked 9th in terms of market capitalization among stocks with the highest dividend yield. LTG is part of the top 30 dividend stocks of the Philippine Stock Exchange. LTG is one of the conglomerates that maintains strong business units under its umbrella. The dividend yield of LTG is a high of 7.08%. LTG shows a good performance in the past few years, and I think they will be still doing good in the next few years. So they have multiple revenue engines. Now, so they have good business units which are really contributing to the business of the LTG. Looking at the numbers, they posted 28.9 billion net income in 2024. And they have a strong dividend policy, which is 53% payout ratio. This means that since it's in their policy, they have to give out dividends every year. This is one of the exciting business that LTG is planning to do because they are into digital initiatives in this year and in next year. And then lastly, they have a low PE ratio, which means that the value of LTG is still below what is expected of it. For me, LTG is a silent worker but strong in terms of performance. Seldom can we see LTG as the actively traded stocks. However, as a conglomerate, they are really strong. They have multiple revenues. So as we know, they have tobacco, banking, liquor, beverages, property, airlines, and others. Now let's look at the chart of LTG. As you can see here, from 2025 to present, it shows a really good performance throughout the years. Now, though there's a little bit of downwards in October and November last year, but it remained strong coming in 2026 until now. So this is because of their good business performance. This is the near performance of LTG, but looking at their performance before pandemic, it's lower here, but it's really going up. So based on my assessment, it has really a respectable performance because of their solid business sense and good leadership. So that's it for me today. If this video helped you, please like it. It tells YouTube that this content is valuable. Subscribe for more practical investing and wealth building insights. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.